Yes, yes. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Who do we got in here today, tonight, this evening, good morning, depending on what part of the world you're from? What's going on, good people? I'm going to give it a couple of seconds. I know it's a little unorthodox for me to get on here this late at night and in this environment, but I just had a couple of things that I wanted to share with you guys. Always have a few things on my mind that I definitely want to share. I try to get on here as much as possible. Really been busy building the business here in the last couple of days and the last few weeks, really going after some huge numbers, helping people gain success. You know what we do, but I had a couple of things that I wanted to share, and hopefully we're not going to be on too long this evening. I have a conference call that's going to be starting in here less than an hour, so wanted to give everybody a chance to jump on real quick. There's something very important that I want to share with you guys. What's going on, Nick? What's going on, Big Taz? I see you, Dan Steinhaus. Anybody else calling in? Big Nick from NYC. I see you, brother. Mr. AC, Aaron, my guy. How you doing this evening? Guys, if you know anybody that needs a great message this evening, I don't do anything that's really industry specific, but I try to speak to the masses. Whether you're working a regular job, whether you're doing our business, whether you're doing network marketing, no matter what you're doing. What up, though? I feel like a lot of the principles will all apply to any industry and help you get the results that you want. So what I wanted to start with is, guys, I understand that a lot of us go through the same things emotionally. I think our industries may be different all the time. I think I do feel that no matter what level of the business that you're in, whether you're just beginning in your business, whether you've been in the business for 10 years, whether you've been an entrepreneur for 20 years, no matter how long you've been in the business, you're going to experience the same type of setbacks, challenges, defeats, anxiety, stress. But I think over time, as you go through different things, you become better at handling them. I think when you become a master of your emotions, that's really what it's going to take to get you to the next level of any business endeavor. I feel like after you've been persistent enough for a long period of time, you're going to gain a skill set emotionally that will allow you to attract the right type of people into your business, or even attract the opportunities that you need to really accomplish the goals that you have in your life. So to be honest, hopefully I don't bore you guys with this, but I've been reading this book, if you guys can see it okay. It's called The Greatest Salesman in the World. One of my goals, which if you know me for a little while, is I do believe in sales. I believe in the sales environment. I believe sales is a profession that everyone should be a part of. I believe that even if you're not selling, you should learn how to sell. Whether you're selling your children on the idea of going to school, whether you're selling your wife or your husband on why they should marry you or stay married to you, whether you're selling, every single day you're selling somebody on something. And I feel like once you gain that skill set, it allows you to do a lot of things in life that normally you would not do. I feel like being in sales is the only profession that you can be a part of, that you can go anywhere in the entire world or even anywhere in the entire United States and easily earn six figures when you gain a certain skill set. There's a particular chapter in here, and I hope you don't mind, but there's a chapter in here that I wanted to read to you guys. It's a little unorthodox, as I said before, but it's probably the most powerful thing that I've ever heard of in my life. So I want to start it like this. At the beginning of the book, the Greatest Salesman in the World, he says, "I will persist until I succeed. I was not delivered into this world in defeat, nor does failure course in my veins. I am not a sheep waiting to be prodded by my shepherd. I am a lion, and I refuse to talk, to walk, to sleep with the sheep. The slaughterhouse of failure is not my destiny. I will persist until I succeed." That spoke volumes to me because, again, a lot of people start this business and they end. Whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're in network marketing, whether you're a part of insurance with what we do, I think everybody just put out a huge list of guys that are going to be enjoying the great sands of Hawaii here in the next month. And it was only because these guys persisted, even though they had the same challenges and difficulties as anybody else. Being able to go from failure to failure without losing any type of enthusiasm is a skill set. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't have the fortitude, I guess you could say, to really persist until they succeed. So I don't care what you're going through right now in your life. This will speak to you. Okay, I read this about two mornings ago, and I had to read it about 3 times because it just said so much. There's so much there. So just follow along with me, and we'll talk about this here in a second. So again, if you go into The Greatest Salesman in the World, it is chapter 10. I would recommend you read chapter 10 every single morning for 30 days straight. For 30 days straight. It'll do so much for your life. So anyway, if you don't know the basis of the story, get the book. It's an incredible book. It's a very easy read. But anyway, I will persist until I succeed. In the Orient, young bulls are tested for the fight arena in a certain manner. Again, in the Orient, young bulls are tested for the fight arena in a certain manner. Each is brought into the ring and allowed to attack a picador who pricks them with a lance. The bravery of each bull is then rated with care according to the number of times he demonstrates his willingness to charge in spite of the sting of the blade. Can anybody relate to that? Just that part right there. Again, with what I've been doing, we've been in this industry now for about 2 years. In the very beginning, there were a lot of blades that stick you, right? Every single home you go to, you're going to reach some type of adversity. Maybe you're not familiar with the product. Maybe you're not familiar with the people. Maybe you're not familiar with the industry. Maybe it's a little foreign to you to be rejected at the door. That can be very, very difficult to take. But as I said, the bravery of each bull is rated with care according to the manner by which the number of times he has a willingness to charge in spite of. Guys, what are you guys willing to charge in spite of? Is it in spite of fear? I heard someone so eloquently put the fact that fear and faith are both the same things. It's something that we can't see, that we have an idea of. Faith is moving in spite of. Fear is moving in spite of still. Which one will you choose to do? So we're going to move on here. Henceforth, I will recognize that each day I am tested in life in like manner. If I persist, if I continue to try, if I continue to charge forward, I will succeed. I will persist until I succeed. I was not delivered unto this world in defeat, nor does failure course in my veins. I am not a sheep waiting to be prodded by the shepherd. I am a lion. I refuse to talk, to walk, to sleep with sheep. I will hear not those who weep and complain, for their disease is contagious. I love that. Listen to that again. I am a lion. I refuse to talk. I refuse to walk. I refuse to sleep with sheep. I will not hear, okay? I will not hear those who weep and complain, for their disease. Their disease is contagious. If you're not receiving the success that you want in your life, I invite you to think about, who have you been listening to? Who has been speaking words of discouragement into your life? Who's been complaining about their job? Who's been complaining about their environment, about the stress going on in their home life, about what's not happening in their life right now? If you're a winner, if you will persist, if you're going to continue on this path until you are successful, again, until you are successful, you have to recognize that that is a disease. The disease of failure, the disease of speaking the wrong things into existence, all right? All right, so we're going to move on with that. Let them join the sheep. The slaughterhouse of failure is not my destiny. I will persist until I succeed. The prizes of life are at the end of each journey, not near the beginning. And it is not given to me to know how many steps are necessary in order to reach my goal. Guys, I'm telling you, get this book. Get this book. Listen, all right, if you could just understand that and your journey of success. We got a couple of guys on here that are extremely successful. Aaron Caldera, my guy, I love this man to life. Extremely successful. I bet you could ask him any day of the week. In the very beginning, did you know how long it was going to take you to reach your success? Unequivocally, he would answer no. But he knew he would get there. Maybe it was examples that he saw before. I know myself personally, I didn't know how long it would take me to reach any type of success. I feel like it's a journey. I know the direction of which I'm going. I know the little, the little thresholds that I get over to know, okay, I'm headed in the right direction. But success is a moving target. I'm going to persist until, okay, let's keep moving on, man. I love this. I take another step. If that is of no avail, I will take another and yet another. In truth, one step at a time is not too difficult. A lot of people bite off way more than they can chew. They see the success of their mentors or the great leaders that they have in the industry that they're a part of. And they say, you know what? If he did it in this amount of time, I'm going to be able to do it too in 1/3 of the time, when it just doesn't work like that. We all have what I would like to consider disempowering beliefs about ourselves that we have to overcome over time. That may do a lot of digging. That may be a lot of that may be a lot of breaking down of layers of time and thinking about different things that you need to uncover about yourself, right? To renew your mind, to begin a new set of beliefs for yourself so you can get to that level. There's no telling how long that takes, but guess what? The minute that you take that one step, you're now going in the right direction. It doesn't start with you running the entire sprint right now. All it takes is taking that one step. But what fear does to you is it produces inactivity. The minute that people become fearful or stressed or have any amount of anxiety, they stop moving. Don't do that. All right? You must keep moving forward. You must believe in the vision that you have for your life, and you will get there. Let's keep moving on. All right, I will persist until I succeed. Henceforth, I will consider each day's effort as but one blow of my blade against a mighty oak. The first blow may not cause a tremor in the woods, nor the second, nor the third. Each blow of itself may be trifling and seem of no consequence, yet from childish swipes the oak will eventually tumble. So it will be with my efforts of today. I will be likened a raindrop which washes away the mountain, the ant who devours a tiger, the star which brightens the earth, the slave who builds a pyramid. I will build my castle one brick at a time, for I know that small attempts repeated will complete any undertaking. Guys, it's in the book. I don't know. I just know that, you take in the right information, it begins to change your thoughts, right? You change your thoughts, it's going to change your actions, which ultimately is going to change your results. I don't know. This book has been around for a few hundred years, maybe. I don't know. There's principles in here that stand the test of time. I don't care who you are. If you persist in anything, I think Cam Newton is about to play right now. I think Serena Williams is about to play. They've been working on their craft for years, right? She never got on the court and said, okay, I'm going to win a Grand Slam title at the U.S. Open today, the minute I put the racket in my hand. That doesn't even seem possible. This microwave success that we see a lot nowadays is not common. It's not even right. There's someone you have to become. And through that persistence, through that swiping day after day after day after day, knowing your target, okay, you must know your target, it eventually will happen. So let's keep going. Oh man, I love this. I will never consider defeat, and I will remove from my vocabulary such words and phrases as, mark this down, people, I will remove such phrases as quit, cannot, unable, impossible, out of the question, improbable, failure, unworkable, hopeless, and retreat. Now listen to what he says right here. For they are the words of fools. How many times when you were younger did you hear those words? How many times have you heard people around you use those words? Renew your mind, renew your mind, renew your mind. Begin to speak words of life and encouragement to yourself. You can. I invited people a little while ago. I had to do this myself at one point. Again, there's a lot of disempowering beliefs that we have just from how we grew up. And I had to write down all the things that I felt like weren't obtainable for me, or all the things that were, quote unquote, the realities of my life. Guys, you've heard me say it before. My mentor has taught me this. The only truth is the truth that's in the Word. What does God say about you? What does God say in His Word about you? That's the truth. So if you have no money in your bank account right now, you don't write, I'm broke. You write, I am wealthy. I am rich. I have this amount of money in my bank account. Are you never on time? Hey, I am always prompt. Are you not a leader yet? Hey, people don't respect me. No. I am a leader with an incredible organization. People love me. People like me. People love to be around me. People believe when I speak words of encouragement in somebody's life, they believe it's done. Change your words, change your life. Let's keep going. Man, I love this. So again, I will work on in despair. I will toil and I will endure. I will ignore the obstacles at my feet, and I will keep mine eyes on the goals above my head. Right? For I know where dry desert ends, green grass grows. Guys, have you ever met any temporary defeats? I'm sure we all can raise our hands on that, right? It's happened to every single one of us. Guys, I read in Napoleon Hill's book that every single failure that we meet holds with it a seed of like success. So every single time you hear a no, every single time you feel some type of defeat, you will then, right after, maybe, right after, but you always want to have in your mind, again, the things of high, not the things below, right? Because again, I mean, this is so deep. It's so deep. You attract things by your feelings. You don't attract things just by what you say, right? Because I can hear what you're saying, but if you're feeling something completely different, don't wonder why you're getting a result that is just arbitrary. I have no idea how this happened. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling despair, if you're feeling failure, if you're feeling anxiety, if you're feeling stress, those are the things that you're attracting into your life. So then when something happens that has completely blindsided you and it's caused you that feeling again, no, you didn't speak that into existence. You felt it into existence. So keep moving forward, all right? I remember the ancient law of averages. Listen to this, please. Oh, my goodness. Do I have some salespeople on this? Do I have some sales? Come on now. All my educators, get off the line. I love educators, all right? I am a salesman. I do it with integrity and character, and I love what I do, all right? I transfer feelings to somebody else to help them move, to help their families, period. All right? If you're an educator, awesome for you. Anyway, I will remember the ancient law of averages, and I will bend it to my good. I will persist with knowledge that each failure to sell will increase my chance for success at the next attempt. Each nay or no, all right, I hear will bring me closer to the sound of yeah. Each frown I meet only prepares me for the smile to come. Each misfortune I encounter will carry in it the seed of tomorrow's good luck. I must have the night to appreciate the day. I must fail often to succeed only once. I will persist until I succeed. Are you guys with me? I will try, and I will try, and I will try again. Each obstacle I will consider as a mere detour to my goal and my challenge to my profession. I will persist and develop my skills as a mariner develops his by learning to ride out the wrath of each storm. It's wrath, but I'll say wrath because, come on now, you guys get it if you know me. Anyway, I will persist until I succeed. Henceforth, I will learn and apply another secret of those who excel in my work. When each day is ended, not regarding whether it... another report. You guys will know what that means. When each day is ended, not regarding whether it has been a success or... Oh my goodness, hear me on this one. Hear me on this one. When each day is ended, not regarding whether it has been a success or a failure, I will attempt to achieve one more sale. It's in the book. Hey, listen, it's right there in the book. It's in the book. Listen, he said, when each day is ended, not regarding whether it has been a success or a failure, I will attempt to achieve one more sale. When my thoughts beckon my tired body homeward, I will resist the temptation to depart. I will try again. I will make one more attempt to close with victory. And if that fails, I will make another. Never will I allow any day to end with a failure. Thus, I will plant the seed of tomorrow's success and gain insurmountable advantage over those who cease their labor at a prescribed time. It's in the book. It's in the book. I can't tell you how many text messages, how many Facebook messages. Hopefully the gentlemen that have asked me questions about how we succeed and how we've come to the success that we now enjoy, how it happens. That's it. How many times have you gone home because it was 4 o'clock? Oh, I forgot. We were taught that we had to go to school from 7:30 to 3:30 and got home, enjoyed the evening news, right? How many times have you worked a 9 to 5 and at that 5 o'clock, whether you tried to be an entrepreneur after that mindset or not, you wanted to stop? How many times have we been taught, hey, the minute it gets dark, go home? We persist until we succeed. Because guess what? Whether that day was a success or not, you understand that all you're doing is you're building. You're building day after day. All you're doing is building, right? So it doesn't matter. I tell people all the time, I don't pay attention to my numbers on a daily basis. I don't. I have a goal. Yes, I write down what things are. I try to be precise. I am strategic. It is business. But at the same time, I'm not emotionally attached. Understand this. I'm not emotionally attached to whether that day was a success or not. I know it was a success because I gave it all I had. And if I didn't that day, the next day it's time to regroup and do it all over again. If you measure every single day by that alone, you would be in Kona with this. If you know what I'm talking about, you would be exactly where you wanted to be in your business. But people stop. You want a secret? People stop when it's uncomfortable. They stop when they feel uncomfortable. Practice the principles, you can participate in the promise. Practice the principles, you can participate in the promise. That's all you need to do. Let's keep moving. I love this book. This book is so powerful. Nor will I allow yesterday's success to lull me into today's complacency. For this is the great foundation of failure. I will forget the happenings of the day that is gone, whether they are good or bad, and greet the new sun with confidence that this will be the best day of my life. Guys, if you haven't got it to this point, I know this is a lot of words, but this is a mentality. This is a mentality. This is only the 10th chapter in this book. And if you got this alone, you would not have to read anything else. Anything else. That mentality alone takes mere peasants to kingship, because they persist and they believe and they keep going, and they're not emotionally attached to what's not happening. They understand that the beauty is in that journey. They understand that the beauty is in their mentality. Keep going, guys. Let's finish up here. All right. So as long as there is breath in me, that long will I persist. For now I know one of the greatest principles of success. If I persist long enough, I will win. I will persist. I will win. Keep going. All right? Keep going. I don't care what you're going through right now. Maybe you are working a 9 to 5. All right? I know I have a lot of entrepreneurs on here that follow me. If you are working a 9 to 5, I highly encourage you to look into your dreams. All right, start there. Don't start with, hey, how is this going to happen for me? I don't know anybody. I don't know any businesses. What type of business do I need to start? I don't know how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that. No, don't worry about that part. What I'd like you to do is just simply take down a pen and a piece of paper and write down the things that are in your heart. Write down everything that you want for your life, because the minute that you do that, I promise you, this is what's happened in my life. The minute that you begin to do that, there's going to be situations, there's going to be people, there's going to be circumstances that will begin to move in your life, and that perfect opportunity that you deserve, that you want, will take you to the next level. Because unfortunately, if you are working a job right now, you completely take the need away for faith. When you persist in spite of, that's called faith. When someone's telling you on a weekly basis, and again, nothing against jobs. If you have a job, congratulations, all right? You got to take care of your family. You got to do what you need to do. I don't speak against that. I'm just trying to give you a different perspective here. This is my philosophy, and it's also my Facebook Live. So if you don't like it, anyway. Again, if somebody's telling you on a weekly basis, monthly basis, yearly basis, what you're going to make, where's the faith in that? What do you have to believe for? I'm encouraging you to figure out your gifts. If you're not in an opportunity that you really believe in right now, what we're talking about is not going to work for you. You have to believe in what you're doing. You have to love what you're doing. And the minute that you do that, I promise you, things are going to begin to move for you. Guys, 2 years ago, I couldn't imagine the lifestyle that I'm living right now. This is amazing, but man, how amazing is it going to be 2 years from now? How amazing is it going to be 5 years from now? And my goal is to just simply share with you the same principles that have led to the success that we now enjoy. That's it. So again, I really appreciate you guys jumping on here this evening. I'm going to try to get on this a lot more. We are still building. We're in a peak season right now. We're excited. Guys, again, if you're not where you want to be right now, all it starts with is your words. The words that you're writing down, the words that you're looking at, the words that you're saying, the words that you're saying to yourself. That, oh my goodness, that's so important. The words that you're saying to yourself. So again, guys, have an incredible evening. I see you, DC. Miss Polina, we got to get a workout in. My man, Poteet, my guy, Big Tez. Hey, love all you guys. Have an incredible evening, and we'll see you soon.